Welcome back. I had a question come in from a potential client who has a common issue that I cover quite a bit, usually about 3 or 4 times a month. And so wanted to cover that since it just got brought up recently. And that's the importance of having an NDA or non-disclosure agreement for anybody that is coming on the property or getting sensitive information about an athlete or entertainer, whether as a client or as a vendor or contractor even. So the situation that just came up was a house painter is going to come in and paint the entirety of the inside of a house that an entertainer has just purchased here in Los Angeles. And there's some things in the house that aren't going to be moved. They're going to be covered. But still, this is a high-profile individual, and they want to make sure that their information that may be in the house that somehow a painter or his team may be able to get access to, don't disclose any of that information, including who their client is. That's really important. As you can imagine, anybody coming onto the property of a high-profile individual is going to have information that the general public just doesn't have. It might be the floor plan. It might be the schedule of that person. It could be all sorts of things. It could be medications, that type of thing. And we want to make sure that we cover it as best we can so that that information doesn't become public knowledge. So a few things that can be done. Number one, you want to have that professional vetted by your team, and you make sure that that's somebody who understands the importance of what's going on. The second thing is that you understand who is on that person's team and who's going to actually be coming into the house. You want to make sure that you know who everybody is and that you've had them checked out. The third thing is you want them to sign what's called a non-disclosure agreement. These kind of run the gamut on what they could be used for, but in this situation, it's so that they don't discuss or disclose any information that is not available to the public about you or your client. These are used pretty commonly throughout this industry, but oftentimes it's forgotten about for people entering on the property that are there every day. So a nanny, a cook, a masseuse, a personal assistant even. Sometimes an athlete or an entertainer will rush into things, hire somebody, and not even think about that being an issue. But you want to have non-disclosure agreements signed by these people just as another step to help protect them. Now, they can't stop everything from happening, but they're a good way. Again, a contract, just like an NDA would be, is a good psychological tool as well. When people sign things, generally they want to abide by them or they're going to follow through. So an NDA can really be helpful in these situations. We've used them across the country in a very wide variety of circumstances, and that's something to think about if you have an actor or entertainer client or somebody else who's high profile who's having any work done on their property, they're hiring somebody, or if they're firing somebody as well. It's good to have those signed before somebody goes out the door. So if you have a question about this or anything else that I've covered, or if you'd like a topic covered within this industry, I'm happy to help out and maybe do a 3 or 4 minute video for you. So I appreciate your feedback and hope you all have a great day. Thank you.